I'm making this now because I didn't realize how long it's been. What's going on with Ben Hutton? The guy is still unsigned, and he's being put everywhere on lists made by places like The Score, NHL.com, Sportsnet. All these different outlets are talking about free agents in this year's free agency period in the NHL. Guys like Gardner and Cronwall and Phaneuf are all there, but Ben Hutton is there too. Still. And he's not gone anywhere, which is very, very intriguing to me because, in my opinion, I really didn't expect Ben Hutton to be a guy who would have held out this long. Either that, or teams are just not interested in him, which, I mean, going super in-depth into Hutton's profile, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I'm very surprised that no NHL team has even bothered to take a flyer on this guy yet. Ben Hutton, 26 years old, 6'2" left-handed defenseman, was one of the Canucks' success stories coming out of the later rounds of the Gillis years when he was drafted. Ben Hutton, as most people would remember, was drafted in 2012 in the 5th round. And if you know anything about prospects, 5th round guys are not supposed to make the league. That's usually how it goes. So for Ben Hutton, after getting drafted out of the CCHL, which is a junior A league in Ontario, it was a very interesting idea to take a look at this prospect and where he was going to go. He went to all the prospect development camps, and he was in all the YouTube videos from 2012, 13, 14, and it was interesting to see this guy always getting interviewed, always had a smile on his face, and you always knew that this was a happy guy, but it wasn't really until 2014-15 where he started becoming super known amongst NHL fans, at least for the Canucks. I remember sitting back in my infotech class in grade 9 in 2015 and telling my friends, this guy, Ben Hutton, out of the University of Maine, he's going to be an NHLer eventually. He's going to be good. And the next year, he was good. He broke into the AHL scene at the end of 2015, and people were saying, okay, this guy's going to have some great development in Utica. And come the 2015-16 preseason, Ben Hutton fought his way onto the team. There was one rush where he took the puck all by himself, skated through the neutral zone, and went in for a shot on net that pretty much solidified him as an NHL-worthy player back when he was only 23 years old and having no NHL experience prior to. So, after his first season in the NHL, where he had 25 points in 75 games, a point every 3 games, people were saying, yeah, this is a good, solidified top 4 potential prospect. He's top 4 now, for goodness sakes. So we all kind of saw the good trajectory with Ben Hutton, but then his second season came around, he kind of slowed down a little bit, and then his third season came around at 25, and he didn't produce, and he just had a bad year. And then his fourth season came around, and he kind of bounced back after the down year, getting 20 points in 69 games, but overall, Ben Hutton wasn't one of the better Canucks defensemen and was getting outplayed by some of the other players they had in their system. Which is why, sitting here now, taking a look at Ben Hutton, I think about the good times when he did break into the league and he did showcase legitimate top 4 upside on a contending team. And at 26 years old, I can say that he still has some room to develop, not a whole ton, but some. And the guy is unsigned still, and the Vancouver Canucks, they signed Jordy Ben to potentially be a replacement for Ben Hutton, who most people would agree is probably an upgrade. But Ben Hutton is in a position where other teams around the league are still in need of left-handed defense. In particular, I've seen the Montreal Canadiens pop themselves up into some Ben Hutton rumors here and there, but I'm not really too sure on the validity in that. They just signed Ben Sherratt, so I'm not really too sure anymore, but overall, Hutton is in a position where I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Europe, but I'd like to still see him get an NHL shot, because he's a good guy, always smiling, he meshed well with our young guys, and it really seemed like they formed a good strength of friendship over there. But hockey's a business at the end of the day, so I don't know. what's going on with Ben Hutton. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Sources 99, and bye.